Are you aware that we're being influenced while we are at the airport getting ready to board our flight? I have some very interesting information for you that may help you the next time you are ready to board your flight. As soon as I get to the terminal, I'm running around trying to hurry up, get my check-in bag checked, get my boarding pass if I haven't already, and rush over to the security line because usually it's a long line. There has been advice given by some airport people saying that, you know what, you can actually beat that long line. When you are going into that security checkpoint line, you can actually go left instead of going right because everyone is going right. You know what? That doesn't work. Well, maybe it works for some people, but I've noticed when I try to do that, the person who is, looking at your boarding pass before you can get through to go on the security line, I think they like to have control. So they will tell you, no, don't go that, you have to go that way. And I've noticed that. That doesn't always work. So I have to say that I beg to differ when it comes to that advice. So you're making your way along the line and you're hoping and praying that you're not going to get plucked out of the line because you are either wearing something or carrying something in your carry-on that is questionable and they need to review further, right? You're hoping that you're not going to be the one that sounds off the alarm, that they will then pull you to the side and do a further search, and even worse, pull you into some isolated room and do a search. That would be the worst, right? Thank goodness I haven't been in that situation yet. Or have I? And I just forgot. Anyway, then by the time you get through security, you are so relieved that you've passed with flying colors. You got to the end of it on the other side without any incident, and you're thinking, thank goodness, and you're so relieved and happy. So as you make your way toward your gate, did you notice that you start to stroll a little more slowly? It's no longer that rush that you felt when you first got to the terminal. They say that the cold, hard floor makes you feel more rushed. They say that we tend to walk more slowly and we feel more relaxed when we're walking on carpeted area. And that's what's happening. And then you start to stroll around. You obviously are now stimulated by everything going on around you because we as humans need constant stimulation, right? We can't just walk over to the gate, sit down and do nothing because that's not us, right? So we are looking at everything, the eateries, the snack shops, the souvenir places, everything, bookstores, and you start to think about rewarding yourself because you did well so far. And so you go into maybe a snack shop and you're looking at these rows and rows of chips and cookies and candies just hung in a row. And you feel like a little kid in a candy store because literally you are. And so you're looking up and then you see, besides all the bags of chips, there is a little section that says travel size chips. What? Travel size? Well, that sounds like me because you know what? I'm traveling and maybe that's good for me because it's the travel size. It's not the ginormous one and it's not a teeny tiny one that, you get two bites and then you think, how much did I pay for the two pieces of chips, right? So you excitedly grab that bag, you pay for it, and in the back of your mind, you know that you paid 3 times as much as you would have at the grocery store. But somehow you're justifying it in your head because you deserve it, right? Because you're feeling good. And so you rip open that bag and you start eating it as you're walking toward your gate. And then you realize, I smell freshly baked cinnamon buns. And then you think to yourself, maybe that's what I should get for the plane. And interestingly, there's no one freshly baking cinnamon buns. There's no one back there doing that. What that is the actual aroma of it, but the aroma is being piped in into the ventilation system to influence you to feel something, to feel like having a cinnamon bun all of a sudden, or to feel hungry all of a sudden, because you weren't feeling like that earlier, but somehow now with that aroma going around wafting by you, you're thinking, maybe I should get a cinnamon bun. But as we know, no one's freshly baking anything at the airport, right? And yet, that's the influence. It's so interesting that we don't realize that we're being influenced in that way. So, the next time before you board your flight, take note of these things and comment below and let me know if you've felt any of these things and realize that there might be something to these. Well, I do have one tip. Why don't you bring your snacks from home? Prepare the night before or the morning of your flight. Put your favorite snacks into your carry-on so you don't have to pay an arm and a leg by the time you get to the airport, and you won't be tempted by the smells or looking at all the stores. This way, you have everything that you already want and you didn't have to pay exorbitant prices. I hope this was helpful.